The sun dipped low over the village of Umuofia, painting the sky in shades of orange and gold. Birds chirped their evening songs as women pounded yam, and children played in the dust. In the grandest hut of them all sat Chief Obika, the ruler of the village, a man whose word was law. His daughter, Ada, was known far and wide for her beauty. Her skin the color of the rich earth after the rains, her eyes deep like the river that never dried, and her hair woven in intricate braids adorned with golden beads. She was dressed in a flowing gown of purple, white, and red, with delicate cowries sewn into the fabric, a mark of her royal status. But Ada had a secret. She was in love with a man the village forbade her to love. His name was Patrick O'Connor, a young Irish missionary who had arrived months ago to preach the gospel. He had piercing blue eyes, golden hair, and a voice that carried warmth and kindness. He came with the message of Christianity, but he had found something else: love. One evening, under the old baobab tree by the river, they met in secret. "Ada," Patrick whispered, taking her hands in his, "you are more radiant than the stars tonight." She smiled, though worry flickered in her dark eyes. "Patrick, you should not speak to me like this. If my father finds out..." Patrick sighed. "I know, but I cannot help myself. From the moment I first saw you at the village square, I knew my heart belonged to you." Ada looked away. "It is forbidden, Patrick. A daughter of Umuofia cannot marry a stranger. My father has already spoken of suitors from the neighboring villages. If he finds out about us, he will banish you, or worse." Patrick cupped her face gently. "I will not lose you, Ada. If love is a crime, then let me be guilty. Tell me, do you love me?" She hesitated, then nodded, her voice barely above a whisper. "Yes, I do. But love alone cannot change my father's laws." Just then, the sound of rustling leaves made them freeze. Ada turned sharply, and there, emerging from the shadows, was Enkay, her cousin, and her father's most trusted warrior. His face twisted in anger. "Ada," he spat, "you disgrace our family. How dare you bring shame to our father by meeting with this white stranger?" Ada's heart pounded. "Enkay, please, let me explain." "There is nothing to explain," Enkay growled. "You know the rules. No woman of Umuofia shall marry a stranger. And yet, here you are, sneaking around like a common thief." He turned to Patrick.
That video was actually created using ChatGPT, Canva, and elevenlabs. If you want to know how I created this and put it together, including the captions and everything in between, then stay tuned and let's get started. The very first thing I want you to do is to go to YouTube and check out some other folk tales. This is just to give us an idea of what we are going to be doing. This particular one caught my attention. When I went into her channel, if you look at her videos, if you look at the oldest video right here, this video was about 2 years ago. And see the amount of views she has, 65k views on that video. If you even go down to the most popular, the most latest video that she has, this is the latest video that she just released. You see that she already has 8.5k videos for just 2 days ago. Now let me just click on it so that you see what the video looks like.
Who was barely around to care for his daughter. He traveled far and wide for business, entrusting the care of his daughter to his sister, who he believed would love and care for her as her own. What he did not know was that his sister had no love for his daughter. She never liked her late mother and passed the hatred on to Nedi, despising her in the way that she once despised her mother. Nedi reminded her so much of her late mother. She looked so much like her and acted like her in more ways than she could ever imagine.
Video is that all you need when it comes to creating an eye-catching African folk tale YouTube videos is for you to be able to generate very captivating, clear, colorful pictures that really depict what you're talking about. And if you notice, she used her own voice to be telling the story in all her videos. And most of the African folktale YouTube channels I've gone through, I've researched, most of them use their voice to tell the story. So it's advisable you use your voice. But if you don't want to use your voice, maybe later we are going to talk about how you can do your text to speech after we finished with this. So now the next stage is to come to ChatGPT, and this is the prompt I gave to ChatGPT to write me a 15-minute captivating African tale of forbidden love in a secluded African village. Chief's daughter Ada falls in love with a handsome missionary from Ireland, and so on and so forth. So this is the prompt I gave to you. You can screenshot it if you want and then change it to suit your own story. So when I gave ChatGPT that prompt, he now wrote me the story. This is the full story. In that prompt, I told it not just to write it as a narrative, but also to write a personal conversations of the characters of the story. So as you can see, there are some personal conversations here where Patrick, talked to Ada. Patrick whispered, taking her hands. He said, "You are more radiant than the stars tonight," and so on and so forth. So ChatGPT gave me all that in this story. So after it had finished writing the story, I gave it another prompt. I said, "Please generate prompts that I can use to create pictures, to create a YouTube video of this story. Also create prompts to generate each of the characters. Please let the prompts generate consistent characters in each of the scenes." Remember to put this, it's very important. And then I said, "Please write in English language." This, of course, is optional because most times ChatGPT writes in English language. So when I gave it that prompt, it now gave me character prompts. Character prompts of each of the characters. Ada is the chief's daughter. He gave me a character prompt of what I'll use to, you know, create a picture of what Ada looks like. Gave me the one for Patrick, the missionary, based on the story. Gave me the one for Chief Obike, the village leader, for Ikem, the warrior cousin, for Nneka, the village seer. These are the 5 people. And then, I gave it 2 separate prompts. You do give me prompts. You now started giving me prompts about each of the scenes. These are the scene prompts for the video. These are each of the scenes. So now that we've created our prompts for each of the character and what they look like, and we've created prompts for each of the scenes, and he has labeled each of the scenes, as you can see, up to 7 scenes. You can decide to tell it to split up these scenes to shorter sentence if you want. But me, I don't bother because the sentences are not so long. I can use it. And I'm going to show you how we are going to use it to be able to create consistent characters using Canva. So this is stage 2. Let's move on to stage 3, where we are going to be generating our um, pictures using Canva Dream Lab. Before we go on to Canva, please copy all these character prompts. Copy all the character prompts and put them on your Google Notes. This is my Google sheet. I copied all the character prompts and I placed it on my Google sheet, as you can see here, from Ada, Patrick, Ikem, Chief Obike, and of course Nneka, the village seer. I copied the characters that actually depicts what they look like. This is very important because it's going to be helping us not just to create the characters, but to be able to create consistent characters in different scenes that we are going to be generating from the scene prompts. You can also decide to copy the scene prompts if you want. You can copy it and also put it on your Google Doc. For me, I'll be copying it directly from Chat GPT. So go ahead and do that quickly, and then we move over to stage 3, which is creating our pictures using Canva Dream Lab. Canva account. This is where it lands, where you land. To get a Canva account is easy. All you need is your email and a password. What you are going to do, you can also do with a free Canva account. I use a pro account. The only difference is the number of points I get with Dreamlab that we are going to be using to generate our images. Once you get to your Canva, if you look at the left side, come down here. After the Canva AI, you will see here Dreamlab. You click on it. It takes you here. This is Dreamlab. This is my Dreamlab account. And normally I get over 200 points. But if you're on the free, I get 400 points to use. If you're on a free account, you can get over 200. The good thing about Canva Dreamlab is that with 1 point, you can generate 4 images with 1 point. So that's the good thing about it. So these are most of the images I have generated, which I'm going to show you. I started with generating the image of Chief Obike, and that is the prompt I use. I use the prompt given to me from ChatGPT. I just copied it, place it here, and then just click on create. And when I clicked on create, that is what it created for me. This is the picture of my chief, Obike. I did it again. I did some, tweaks. I did it again, and it gave me the same picture of the chief, Obike. So I went ahead to do the same thing. I created the picture of the princess. I created two variants with different clothes of the princess, Ada. Just copying I didn't do anything, copy the prompt and generate all the characters. I copied the same prompt, generated the character of Patrick. But this is Patrick the missionary. This is Ikem the village warrior. Just copy the prompt. I said it doesn't take anything. Like I can always show you again. Like this one, the chief. I copied that. I placed it there. I just said create. So let me just do it for you to see it. I said create, and you know that it will create 4 of this picture, which is good, so that when we see the picture there, so that when we are narrating, we have at least 4 pictures to use to make our videos look long and interesting. You're going to see that when we start using it. So essentially, that is what you should do. Generate first the characters, each of the characters. Like the princess, I generated her with, I changed the color of the cloth, and then I generated her again. Where is she? Right here, with the normal prompt. This was the normal prompt that I copied. This is the normal prompt. You know, Ada, a regal African princess, adorned in golden beaded headdress and flowing purple and red silk robes, embroidered with tribal patterns, her deep brown skin illuminated by the warm sunset. Let me show it to you here. See it here. Ada, a regal African princess, adorned in a golden beaded and so on and so forth. I just copied the description of Ada and I placed it in Dreamlab and I hit generate and it generated for me. You know, in that place of adorned with flowing purple and red silk, I changed the color. That's all I did. I changed the color and I said she was standing on a balcony. That is how I got this one. This one. I just changed the color of her dress and then just said she was standing on a balcony. That is the only thing I changed. So the picture came out with the same face but different dressing. So that's just the trick to it. Nothing this thing. This is exactly the prompts that ChatGPT gave to me. That is what I used. So now we finished generating the characters. These are the characters: the chief, the Ada, the Patrick, the Nkem, the warrior, and of course, Nneka, the village seer. I've developed all the characters. Now is to develop the scenes. And that is where the trick and the work comes in. So that for each of the scenes, you're going to have, if you notice, the same um, character. Character is not changed. If you can see, the same characters for each of those scenes. The same characters. See the characters. They are not changed. And I'm going to show you exactly how to do that in the next step. So we are back at ChatGPT, and these are the scene prompts for our video. This is the very first scene. The prompt that ChatGPT gave me for our story. And this is the first prompt. A romantic evening scene under a massive ancient baobab tree with fireflies glowing in the twilight. Ada. So in fact, this is the prompt. So what you will do, you will copy this prompt. You will copy the prompt as it is, and then you're going to go back to Canva Dreamlab. And you're going to paste that prompt right here. You're going to paste it here. Then let's read it again. A romantic evening scene under a massive ancient baobab tree in a remote African setting with fireflies glowing in the twilight. Ada. When you reach this Ada, you put an open bracket. See it there. You put an open bracket. You come back to your document and then you're going to copy the description of Ada. This is the description. A regal African princess adorned in golden beaded headdress and flowing purple. So, and you stop at this place that is legacy. That is just the description of who Ada is. You're now going to copy it and you're going to come back to Dreamlab and you're going to paste it after this Ada. And then you're going to continue and continue. After that legacy, you do an open, a close bracket. You close it. You close it. I hope you're seeing. Let me add it to sort of one here. You close it. Then the sentence continues. The prompt for that scene continues. Stands close to Patrick. Now, Patrick, you're going to put an open bracket here again. A tall and so then you go back to your script. Copy who Patrick is, the description of Patrick that ChatGPT gave to us. He's a tall, handsome Irish missionary with wavy golden blonde hair. So he wears this. You know, his expression is kind yet determined. You stop. You copy it. You copy who Patrick is. You come back to Dreamlab and you're going to put that exactly there. Determined. You close the brackets. I hope you're following. Let me expand it. You close that bracket right there. So you see, anywhere you see Patrick, you just copy the description of Patrick and put it in bracket. Anywhere you see Ada, you copy the description of Ada and you put it in bracket. And then you just continue with the script as they gave us for that scene. So that is that scene. And then once you're done with that, you just hit on create. And then Canva is going to create for us 4 scenes, 4 different pictures. That is the picture. That is the picture. So you can see. So you can choose any one or even use all that you want to use. That's the picture that it came up with. So that's our first scene. We've gotten the picture for our first scene. And we're going to do the same thing for the second scene. You go back to ChatGPT. This is the second scene for this our story. Ikem discovers Ada and Patrick. So you copy it again. I'll just show you this one again, and then I'm going to go ahead and do the other 5 scenes remaining. There are supposed to be 7 scenes. think there are 7. Yeah. So I'm going to show you how to do this one. Ikem discovers Ada and Patrick. So you now copy this, just like we did the first one. You copy it. You come to Dream Lab. Let's remove this one. We are done with this one. Remove it. And then you paste that there. So you read it. A tense right time scene in a secluded part of the African village. A tense nighttime scene in a secluded part of the African village. He came, they gave us this description, but it will not work if you put it like that. So you just remove everything here. Remove it. Let me just do that. Just remove all this here. Became a muscular what. You remove it. You go back to your Google Notes. You copy the description of who Ikem is. Ikem is a fierce African warrior with dark brown skin. This. His stance is protective and threatening. Then you just stop there. Just copy this. Copy. Come back to Dreamlab. And this place that Ikem stopped, you put an open bracket and you paste the description of Ikem. You open bracket, you paste his description. His hands crossed, glaring at Ada. You come here where there's Ada, you put an open bracket, you copy the description of Ada again. You come here, we copy Ada's description, a regal African princess, this, heritage and legacy. Copy it, come back to Dreamlab, and then here where you have Ada, open bracket, you paste it, and then we are going to close the bracket here. We close it. Ada, the African princess, looks shocked and fearful. Why Patrick? You come here again, remove all these ones, missionary, remove it, and then put the full description of Patrick. And that's it. Let's go and put Patrick's description, who is copy it, come to Dreamlab, we put an open bracket, and then we put the description of Patrick. With wavy golden blonde hair and leather sandals, we put a closed one here. Stands protectively beside her, the moonlight illuminates the bamboo tree, casting this. So read through it and ensure that everything is okay. And then we're going to hit create. One thing I like about Canva, it actually creates 4 pictures, and you can choose from any, or we are going to even use all where we are putting everything together. So you see, let me expand one. See that one. See this one. This one doesn't work because I don't know why it's bringing out another person here. Nobody should supposed to be there. This one works well, This works well. So you see what I mean? That the characters remain the same, and this is the character of the village warrior that's a cousin to the princess, and that is the missionary. So that's it. That's all you need to do for those 7 scenes. It doesn't take time. Normally, it took me just 15 minutes to do that. And then you have all your pictures. And then the next stage, we are going to put our pictures together. And we're still going to be using Canva. Now, I want to show you something. In order for you to get all your pictures into the Canva upload, where we are going to be able to gather the pictures together, you do not need to download. I'm just going to show you a simple trick that will just get your pictures to where we are going to be working with it on Canva. Remember, we are still on Canva. We are on Canva Dreamlab. So to get your pictures there, just come to any of the pictures you want, click on Edit, and once you click on Edit, it takes you to a page as if you want to start a new video. So once you get it here, Edit, you just delete it and go to the next. Once you delete it, if you come here to Uploads, you'll see it there. That's the picture. So that's the simplest way to get all your pictures onto these uploads, because this from here we are going to be using it to create our video. So it's as simple as that. Then you go back and you get the second picture. I can get the second picture from here and then do the same thing. Once I get it here, I just click here on delete, and then it will appear on my uploads. That's the picture right there. So that's the way I've been able to get all the pictures here. These are all the pictures I need. And try to arrange them according to the script. So it will be easy for you to just start. Like this is the beginning of the script where they talk about the chief, talk about the village and things like that. So that's how I've arranged my pictures here. So that when we start putting them together, it will be very easy for us to do that. So go ahead and do that. Transfer your photos as I've just showed you to the Canva upload section. So now our pictures are ready, they are prepared. The next stage is to get a voiceover. As I said, you can use your voice and read your script. But if you do not have a good voice and you do not feel like reading your script, you can just get your voiceover from 11 Labs. I prefer 11 Labs or Clipchamp. Those are the two places that you can get realistic voices. But let's use 11 Labs for this demonstration. Just put in 11 Labs right here, and then you can go here, get started for free. And then you can go to instant speech. Let's go here. Okay, so this is where you can place your transcript that was written by ChatGPT, and we can look for a voice to use. Let me remove this. So once you click there, you can search for any kind of voice that you use or any recent one that was used. I used a recent one, so I'm going to be using that one. When you have all your voices here, you can check for any one that you want. You know, there's a lot here. You can take any one you want, you can preview it, you know, and then you can go to the voice library right here to pick whatever voice you want. For instance, if we go to the voice library, you're going to see a lot of voices. You can just search here for what you want, you know. So me, I want to use something that I've used recently. That is this Harrison, very deep voice. That's what I've used recently, and that's what I'm going to be using. And then right here, I'm going to paste. Let me remove this. I'm going to go back to ChatGPT and I'm going to copy the script. Bear in mind that when you're using a free version of this, we cannot put in too many words per time. So what I will do, I'll just copy half of my script and put it, and then copy the second half and put it there. So I'll just copy half of it I'll copy half of it and we go back to 11 labs and I'll paste it right there. And then I'll just click on generate speech. Like as you can see here, you're entitled to 5,000 characters. If you look at it right here, 5,000 characters. And I have 4,632 credits remaining on the free version. So we can just click on generate speech and it's going to generate our speech. So once it is done, it doesn't take time. You just click here and you download your speech. And that is it right here. It is downloaded. So this is what we are going to use. I'll go ahead and do the second half and then we go to the next point. And that is to begin to arrange our pictures according to the speech of our story. So now we are back in Canva. As I said, we are now going to put all our audio and our pictures to form our African folktale story. So once you land on Canva, you come here. Since we are doing a YouTube video, you click on YouTube video and then it will open up here where you can start your video. So once you reach here, you go down here to uploads. There you have all the clips that we need. So the very first thing we are going to do, we are going to upload our audio, the audio we did with 11 labs. I downloaded the audio on my computer. These are the two audios. So I labeled it 11.1 and 11.2. So I will just upload this here. That's uploaded. As you can see it. And then I will upload the second one. It has uploaded. Good. So let me expand this once more. So you have two audios. The first one is 6 minutes 26 seconds. The second one is just 13 seconds. So I will just click this and it stays there. It's not supposed to be two, it's supposed to be one. Let me delete one and leave one. Okay. So what we are going to do, we are going to add empty spaces where we are going to be putting our pictures according to the speech. And remember I said the first one is 626. So you're going to add spaces. As you add, you see that it's expanding. And you see that it's giving you the timing right here. So we are going to be adding until we have up to 6 minutes 26 seconds. So that's just what we are going to be doing. It won't take more than 5 minutes for you to do that. So let me quickly do that so that we have all our spaces left for us to now add our pictures. I have added the audio right here. That's the first audio and that's the second audio. Then these are all the spaces. So we're now going to go back to the beginning. Let's go back to the beginning of this. You see, I'm taking my time. If you're enjoying this, remember to subscribe. I'm taking my time to show you how to do this. So this is the beginning of it. If I'm to play it now, you'll hear. Is it jumping now to the end? What I'm doing, you can also do it with CapCut. If you know how to use CapCut, you can also do it. Just that I I just love doing things in one place instead of going from one place to the other. Because with CapCut, I need to download all these pictures and they are much. So I just felt that it is better I just do everything on Canva and you see how it goes. And it is free. So now, if you start from the beginning, let me go to uploads so that we have our pictures here. If you listen to it from the beginning, you stop there. You see, from here to here, it's talking about the environment, the village of Umuofia, how women were pounding yams, and all that. So from this one, two, three, four, it's going to be filled with the pictures depicting Umuofia. So we have this picture here, number one picture. No, not there. Sorry. I have to remove that. It's not there. Here. You have to highlight the box that you want the picture to go. So that's number one picture. You come to it. Number two picture of Umuofia. You come to it. Number three picture. And you come to number four. You can repeat the number one picture. So from here to here now, it's talking all about Umuofia. So for each of these, you can either use what we call the magic expand, or you quickly just do it by yourself. Just expand it to the edge and expand this one to the edge. Go to the second one, just expand it. I just feel that doing it manually is faster because if you want to do it with magic expand, it takes some seconds and I don't have time for be waiting for the seconds when I can do it manually faster, you know. So you expand this one. So that is ready. This just from here to here now we have our story about that Umuofia story. And from here, it's going to be talking about the king. So if you listen to it, mhm. So this one now, between here and here, has to do with Chief Obika. That's to do with Chief Obika. And I have three photographs. So what I will do now, I will just reduce this because I want that three to enter. I will reduce this and I'll also reduce this. And I'll fill it with these pictures. So the first one, the second one, the third one. I think you're beginning to get the picture. It's quite straightforward. There's no complication. Even if you're a beginner, the way I'm teaching, taking my time to teach it, you should be able to generate your African folk stories without any challenges or without having to go and pay huge amounts of money somewhere, or pay somebody to do it for you. That is why I have this channel on digital hustle tips, showing you some digital tips you can use to start making your money online. So we have that. And the next one. So that's essentially what you do to put in all your pictures. Let me just put in some more pictures and then we'll go to the third one where we'll just do the final touches of putting animations and then putting some transitions and then music, and our video will be ready. So that's essentially what to do. Let me just do another third one now. So now he's talking about his daughter. So if I play it again, mhm. So from one, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7 or so, 7 or 8, I'm going to be putting the picture of the Princess Ada because that is all talking about her. One, two, three, four, 5, 6, possibly 7. So that particular place, I need to shift it a little bit, this one, because from here it's talking about Patrick, the missionary. So we'll now go ahead and also expand it. So I believe that you've gotten the gist of the matter. You can now do it. So instead of wasting time and doing this, I will just, stop here. And then I'm going to show you next how you can put animations to your video and then music. And your video will be ready to be uploaded on YouTube. Of course, you need to do a thumbnail, which I'll show it to you in another video, not this video. This video is already too long. I'll do another video how you can create your outstanding thumbnail for your African folk tale story. And then of course how we can generate captions for our story. So let me just pause, put in a little some more pictures, and then we'll be ready to put in some captions and other things. I've added some more pictures. So right now what I need us to do is to animate our pictures and also add some transitions. To do that, just click on the picture and this animate will come out. So you click on animate and you see here, I normally go to page animation. Then this place, you see magic animate. Instantly animate all pages in a particular style, which will be faster for us. You can decide to animate each of your pages differently with whatever you want, but I think this is faster. So you just click on that, and then I want to look for something that is, let me see, a little bit um, energetic, something like that. Way to be going and coming. I think I like this. So I'll click on that. And once you click on that, your whole design will be animated like that. It will be moving like that, expanding and decreasing, expanding and decreasing. So that is that. Like if I just come here now, let me play it a little bit so you see what I mean. Let's start from beginning. That did not animate. Let me do it again. I wonder why. Let me see. It's supposed to animate everything. I don't know why it's not animating. Okay. Why is it not animating? It's strange. It's supposed to animate everything. Let's see. Okay, it's animating. Okay. Okay, it's animating. So now the next thing is to put transitions. So you can go to any place, since you are going to do the same transition, just click here. Then it opens up this transition. And what I want to do is this dissolving one. Either I do this dissolving one or I do this one to transit between the pages. So I think I prefer this one. And then you just scroll down, apply between all pages. Automatically applies between all pages. So if you want to play it now, see how it goes. So that's it. We are ready for everything. The transition is ready. The animation is okay. You know, there's a smooth transition from one picture to the other and all that. So that is okay. The next thing we need to do now is to put our music. So if you come down here to apps, then you can just put here AI music, AI music generator, music generator. Once you click on it, it's going to show you several AI music generators, you know, several that you have on Canva. We have this first four here. So just take this first one, this AI music generator. We're going to generate a music. Describe your music. I think I just need something that has to do with kind of Afro beats with flute and for a typical African folk tale. For a typical, let me change this. For a typical African folk tale. Okay, select music category. I think I will leave it at folk music. Afrobeat. Let me change that. Okay. Duration, I can make it up to, let me make it up to, doesn't matter because I'll just repeat it all over the video. So good. So let's generate our music. I think this normally takes 1 minute or so. I'm not going to pause anything. I just wanted to see how long this will take for it to generate the music. And then we'll add it to our video. So the music is ready. This is our music. Let me just listen to it and see what it is like. Yeah, that's the music. Now the music is too loud, so you just come here and then reduce it considerably. Reduce it. And then once you've reduced it, we'll come here. Where is it? Where is our music? Oh, what happened to our music? Oh, okay, there it is. Then you come here to beat sync it so that it will just, be okay with the narration. So you just make it sync with the narration, something like that. So that's it. So let's play it once again and see. So I think that's okay. Now, what you can do now is to multiply it to fill up the whole thing. Like here, you can just click on it. Then you can say duplicate track to just duplicate. As simple as that. So it will keep playing throughout the this thing. But remember to reduce the volume. Remember to adjust the volume here. Volume should be seriously adjusted so it will not obstruct the narration. It should be seriously adjusted. So that's it. Now what is left is captions. So let's see how we'll put captions to our video. One thing I need you to know, when you're using Canva to record your videos, Canva has a fault. If you notice, whenever I'm playing any kind of audio, you can't even hear it. That unfortunately is the challenge with using Canva most times to actually do a video. So at best, if you want to do a video that has audio, it's best to use Clipchamp to record your screen and not necessarily Canva. But I just decided to use Canva because most times it's faster and easier for me to just do what I want to do with Canva. That is just to let you know. So now, to be able to do captions on Canva, you cannot do captions on audio. You know this video is just pictures and then an external audio. You cannot do any kind of captions because it doesn't even, the audio is not out. So what you do, you just come here and download the whole thing. You need to download it, click on share, click on download, and then you download it as an MP4. And then once you've downloaded it, you now upload it again. When you've uploaded it, you can now go to captions and it will work. Right now, if you go to, I'll show you how to get to captions because this video is so long, I don't want to go through that. It's a simple thing. Once you've uploaded it like this back, you will just go to captions, come to your left here, or click on it first. Then come to your left there and scroll down. Scroll down, that is where it is here. You just click on captions, and then here it will generate the captions. It's as simple as that. I've already done it. I don't want to repeat myself. But once you see it here, that it has selected it, it will generate the captions. Just click on here, generate captions, and then it will generate your captions for you. So now let's look at what it looks like now. Sorry, you might not hear what it is saying, but at least you will see the captions.
The sun dipped low over the village of Umuofia, painting the sky in shades of orange and gold. Birds chirped their evening songs as women pounded yam, and children played in the dust. In the grandest hut of them all sat Chief Obika, the ruler of the village, a man whose word was law. His daughter, Ada, was known far and wide for her beauty. Her skin the color of the rich earth after the rains, her eyes deep like the river that never dried, and her hair woven in intricate braids adorned with golden beads. She was dressed in a flowing gown of purple, white, and red, with delicate cowries sewn into the fabric, a mark of her royal status. But Ada had a secret. She was in love with a man the village forbade her to love. His name was Patrick O'Connor, a young Irish missionary who had arrived.
I hope you will now go ahead and start your African folk tale YouTube channel. If that is the kind of videos you want to be uploading on your YouTube channel. Now, if you've watched up to this stage, congratulations. It's a very long video. It's almost an hour. That means you're interested in actually starting your YouTube channel showing such kinds of videos. But bear in mind is that one thing they don't tell you is that creating such videos needs a lot of time and concentration. So you need to create time and concentration to be able to do it. You need at least 3.5 hours to be able to create such videos. And it depends on how long you want your stories to be, you know. But try and make your stories longer than 8 minutes. Because if you want to monetize your YouTube channels later, which is the reason why you're actually starting the YouTube channel, you need to have videos that are longer than 8 minutes, you know. Like this one was about almost 7 minutes or so. But just to let you know. So if you've watched up to this stage, remember to subscribe. Remember to hit the notification bell so that when I upload tips, digital hustle tips on how to do business online, on how to run a monetizable YouTube channel. Thank you so much for watching. Till my next video.